and the school belongs to Biafra people, and the people going to the school are Biafrans. This is no more the flag we make use of. We have our flag. Where is the flag of Biafra? This one we need them.
After removing it, you replace it with Biafra flag.
Yeah, let me have it this way. The Biafra flag, mount to the mount.
Go back where you were. It's okay. Go that side.
Yeah, this is what we make use of. This is Biafra flag. And we are in Biafra land in Anambra. So we need our flag anywhere that is in Biafra land. So it has been replaced with the Biafra flag. So look it now. I said I don't want to see this. But this is Biafra land. And the school belongs to Biafra people. And the people going to the school are Biafrans. This is no more the flag we make use of. We have our flag. Where is the flag of Biafra? This one we need them.
After removing it, you replace it with Biafra flag.
Yeah, let me have it this way. The Biafra flag, mount to the mount.
Go back where you were. It's okay. Go that side.
Yeah, this is what we make use of. This is Biafra flag. And we are in Biafra land in Anambra. So we need our flag anywhere that is in Biafra land. So it has been replaced with the Biafra flag. That's what we need. Thank you.
Yes, so that is what we need. We are in Biafra land, so we must speak the language Biafra. Whether you want, whether you don't want, Biafra is here, and the Biafra we stand. This evening, we will continue the program, and now we will have to follow it serially till the end. I have all the time till 10 p.m., even if it means 11 or 12, even we will go all the long. So I want you to understand the waiting or what we have been saying. I found a video where Gumi confirmed. You see, when they tell you they are looking for this terrorist, I have to come all the time telling you they are not looking for the terrorist. They know where they stay. They know their camps. They know their offices. Only in Nigeria that terrorists have offices. They have secretariats. Only in Nigeria. And then another thing before we go, in Anambra State, Soludo, in Imo. But before we go over to that, you must listen to what Mazi Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister, is saying. Listen.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Yes, you must listen to him. Very, very important. It's important you listen to him. Very, very important. I repeat, if you have not been listening to what Simon Ekpa is doing, you better start listening, sharing. Boom. You go see I'm saying that so. Remember, our leader used to say that Biafra is our religion. Biafra is our religion. Biafra is our worship. Now, I will show you what Imo State is going through. You know, when we come here, they tell us how our young children are being taken away. People don't understand them. Yet, the police come out this week, China Monday or Tuesday, come they tell you, say, no more torture, no more torture. But in Imo State, they are arresting innocent children without arms, accusing them of kidnapping. Just children in the street swimming in a small river. They accuse them of kidnapping, accuse them of raping, accuse them of all manner of criminal activities. Raping, just Imanachi Ibu Wankita Baya for Joe. Shokwa Ibu Wankita Baya bad name. We want to kill a dog, give it bad name. Once you give the dog bad name, boom, kill him, no problem. So Biafrans, I greet all of you once again. I want to make you remember that our leader is still in the hands of the enemy. So everything we are doing, we must speed up. We must speed up everything we are doing. No procrastination. That money where you want donate them now. No wait, it is Saturday. That's I cannot go there. No, but I'm serious. Anything you have to do it fast and now. So I greet you, Nolene. Oh, Nolene, you're always here. You are always here. Thank you so much for coming. Sonny Eze, Dewo, thank you. I can see that. Paulo Koli, I greet you. Ifanye Hirim, one love too. I love you. I love you. So if you are on this YouTube channel, one thing I will beg you is to try and hit the bell icon and like the video from YouTube so that so that others will get the notification, and so that YouTube will be getting notification when I come live, because now that is the official YouTube account with me. I get that Ugo 247 now is the one I know for now until the other ones problem get resolved. So for now, Naimi, I know. So once again, I greet you. Like I be to tell you, for Imo, I don't know where. I think for Bo also, or Mahia. I don't know Mahia Sinabia, but in Imo today, there is something that happened, and I want to share it. Is for you to see how our young children are getting missed. When they miss, or when tomorrow you see their bodies littered on the road, they go tell you, say, Simon Ekpa. It is possible that they might finish up with those children. Any day you sit at home, they will go and dump them on the road. So they go tell you, say they kill them because of sit at home. Because there is nothing these people cannot think or want to think or want to do. But what I am saying is this: everybody now should be careful, very, very careful in Biafra land. If you know anybody in Biafra land, tell them now to be very careful, because the kind of things where they happen now, it's too much. The kind of things where they go on now is too much. So we must be careful. Now who God excuse me, now who they help himself, now him God go help. So we must be very, very careful. Not minding, we will continue. So make I quickly go find the video, because we have to continue. That is not our program for the evening, but I just want to show you the video.
Some of them are kidnappers here. Prostitution. We get the one that mandate with the memory. Criminals. Part of them, some of them are kidnappers here. Prostitution. All the prostitutes, all the drug smokers and dealers, they're all here. We have, since in the afternoon, we have been here. Inside, our men follow them left to right, front and back to get this number.
So we are videoing them to say to the state government for them to see that the Hope Security Vanguard in Noble Command, we are not sleeping. We must deliver. So we use this opportunity to thank our state commander. We use the opportunity to thank our distinguished Senator Hope Uzodinma, who encouraged us, who give us the strength to continue this assignment. Our commander can be proud now. Our governor can be.
Now their commander can be proud. According to him, no be me talk am. Now their commander will be proud of them. Now this man with his men, they went to Riverside in a community inside village. As you can see, those children you are looking at were swimming. They were swimming in the village. And then they went there and gathered all of them. As you can see them. You see that they were swimming. These are the children in the community. And then they claim they arrested all of them as kidnappers. When you look at this, you see that all these are little children. Small children, even small girls in the community. When they carried them, he said that they are kidnappers. They are into prostitution. They are into drug dealing. But they did not catch them with anything. Not even Igbo, not even in their hand. They did not see anything in their hand. And he is boldly making video, thanking Hope Uzodinma for giving them opportunity to come into communities and whisk all these little children away. I thank God they made this video, because if they did not do this video, they go say, Biafra people carry our children. Biafra Simon Ekpa children, Simon Ekpa boys, Simon Ekpa ESN has carried our children, because they say the day they open mouth to pronounce Biafra army, their mouth to go tear, reach here, and now so it will be. So we see, I don't want to show the children too much, but you have seen it. That is what we are saying. No, I want people to see this and people to be aware of what is happening. Just be aware, be alert, because many things are happening. When we tell you that there are many bodies, many many sub-vigilantes there, Babago, the other one, there are plenty. There are up to 10, if not up to 20 groups in Biafra land working. You can see what they're doing. In Obo, you can see what they're doing. Children within their community, say they follow them since the afternoon, then you arrest them. When weather day hot, people they inside the water. Sometimes on Saturdays we go inside the water, because for our place, they close, they far. So weekend you go leave early in the morning, 8 o'clock in down here. You go stay there, swim till 7, 8 p.m. in the evening. When dark, the economy go. Now they go there, go carry the children, we do nothing. They thank Hope Uzodinma for sending them this job. And you will not see Hope Uzodinma coming out to condemn this kind of atrocities that they are committing. Hope Uzodinma encouraged you to do this kind of job. Well, we see it. everybody be careful, because what is coming tomorrow now, when the Biafra Liberation Army engage them, they go say Igbo they fight himself, Igbo they kill himself. But now you see what they are doing. Allow Biafran army to concentrate on the enemies coming outside. They go set all of you to become distractions here and there. They set all of you to be distractions. All of them are distractions. The time the Biafra Liberation Army will use to focus, to strategize, to fight all these enemies that are amongst us, no, that they go come they remove for road, because they use them do wish. So before you go think of them, they make they distract you first, but they no go be the distraction. They no go be the, if you think say you go wage the moving motor go use you. Support yourself, go on. I tell you the truth. We must continue. So make we go into the program of the day. Make we quickly go into this program without wasting our time. Like I tell you this evening, now this program I want to do anytime it reach. Make we take them one after the other. The only good thing you do for me is that you share this program for me. Share the program for me, mostly from YouTube. Share the program for me. I beg you, God, share the program for me from YouTube. So let us go. We move.
By some states in northern Nigeria to implement safe schools initiatives by beefing up security in educational institutions have not worked, as the abduction of school pupils and students in the region has ballooned into a lucrative criminal enterprise. As a result, the education sector is facing a crisis. With no solution in sight to stem the harm this could portend for millions of children in a section of the country. One person who has come up with an unorthodox approach to address the crisis is popular Islamic cleric Sheikh Abubakar Gumi. In his view, the government should engage with the bandits or terrorists behind the attacks and grant them amnesty. Naturally, his suggestion has been decried by many Nigerians and security experts who believe a concerted security approach to wipe out the attackers is the best solution. As the debate continues, we'll now be joined from Abuja by Sheikh Gumi to enlighten us on why his proposition is the surest way to end banditry and kidnappings in the north. Good morning, Sheikh Gumi, and welcome to the Morning Show here on Arise News. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Sheikh Gumi, only yesterday I was accusing you of suffering from what I call the Stockholm Syndrome, a situation whereby the victim begins to identify with the oppressor and pleads the cause of the oppressor. Are you guilty as charged? Because you said these bandits, they should be granted amnesty, and you have also said the Nigerian government should negotiate with them. Other Nigerians are saying, look, these are criminals. Why is Sheikh Gumi a victim, in real sense, they say, of the Stockholm Syndrome?
Okay, you see, when we oversimplify a very complex issue, this is what we get here. That is confusion. And everybody doesn't know what to do. I can say there is really disorder in our reaction to this banditry. What we call banditry, actually, when you cross the ISIL and go to the other side, you find that Nigeria is fighting a tribal war. And the government is supposed to be the mediator, it's supposed to be neutral, it's not supposed to take sides. So the moment the government takes sides, it becomes part of the conflict. And this is what I saw in the...
Are you listening to him? That immediately you leave your boundary and cross other people's boundary, it has become a tribal war. But ask him, All these people that Fulani go to their communities and they buy, neutralize, make I use their military terms, neutralize, take over their communities. Do they have boundary in any way with them? How is it possible that we Biafrans have boundaries with Fulanese? Is it possible? Why are they in our land fighting us? Why are they in Benue fighting them? Why are they in Edo fighting them? Why are they in Niger fighting them? Why are they in Plateau, Jos, fighting them? Why? Tribal war. So when government tell them to stop what they are doing, government is taking side. That is what Gumi said now. So for we to condemn the attack of Fulanese is taking side. I want to show you something, but before that, keep listening to Gumi.
Zamfara State, in Niger State and other states. This is a tribal war going on, and with the government taking one side. So I realize that if you can cross to the other side, listen to their grievances, and understand their agitations, the government can easily, in a very short time, cure this problem we are having. When you said these bandits are committing crime, yes, I agree they are committing crime. They're killing people, they are kidnapping, they are raping, they are doing all sorts of atrocities.
He believed they are committing crime, but you should not justify them. That is what he's telling you. They have reason for raping people. They have reason for killing people. They have reason for burning people's houses. They have reason for taking over people's land. They have reason for sending people into IDP camps. That is what Gumi is telling you. And somebody is still telling me that you don't have anything to question Gumi about. Nigeria. We move.
But have you for once go to their own side to see the kind of atrocities that is also committed against them? Do you know that an ordinary herdsman is lynched in many towns in Nigeria? We have seen that in Oyo, we have seen that in Anambra, their children decapitated. We have seen that in many regions of Nigeria. People don't look at that too. So I think there should be well-meaning Nigerians that should stay neutral in these tribal wars. It is very unfortunate that in the 21st century, because of the fracture in our governmental structure, people have turned into tribalism or religion or regionality to express their grievances. I think in the 21st century we should also have this sense of collectiveness, and that we should come and build a nation whereby equity, transparency, and even love of each other should be there. Well, the atrocities committed, I think, on both sides is appalling, and we condemn it and we don't support it. I don't speak for the bandits as well. I don't speak for those committing atrocities against the bandits. I'm trying to be neutral in this case, to look at things objectively, in fact, even scientifically.
Well, thank you, Sheikh Gumi. You're sounding here like Bertolt Brecht in the poem on violence, where he says, everybody speaks of the violence of the river that drags everything, but nobody talks about the violence of the riverbanks that contain it. However, I don't know, you use the word easily. I'm not quite sure how easy it is. Let's look at the Bello Massari model or example or experiment. And I'll start in October 2019, where he declared amnesty to the bandits, expressing similar opinions as yours, saying that it's actually security agencies that taught them how to become kidnappers. So amnesty was granted October 2019. Come June 2020, the same Bello Massari, governor of Katsina State, for the benefit of our viewers, vowed never to give amnesty again. He cancelled the amnesty, feeling that he had been betrayed on a few occasions by those he had granted amnesty to. 6 months later, November 2020, he granted amnesty again. So what do we say about that? It's not as easy as it seems, is it?
Yes, you see, when you grant a political amnesty, I mean amnesty in the front of the press and the media, but in the real sense there was no amnesty. Amnesty comes with a package. The package is that you rehabilitate these criminals, you provide for them social amenities, you provide for them schools, hospitals, you engage them. And you try to entice them to leave the forest by engaging them in different kind of professions. Not every one of them can be a herdsman again. But there's no any project put forward. It's just the ceremony of handing over weapons, and that cannot stop banditry. But I can say now, from what we are hearing from Katsina State, there's a relative peace, and the government is truly engaging them. And that's why Katsina State is finding that really dialogue, given the rule through amnesty, not the political one, is giving results. And we have seen that in Zamfara State. I've been to Shinkafi Forest, where there is such an arrangement with the Zamfara State governor, and it's working very well. People now are moving about, markets are open. In the past, nobody can even go to the market. But even the, what do you call it, the peace in Zamfara State is not to the optimum we expect. I can understand the state government is constrained by financial burden of amnesty. That's why we are calling on the federal government to chip in here, and it will be easily solved.
Right. Sheikh Gumi, you've said a lot about this amnesty thing. I want you to break it down. I'll ask you two questions. The first one is, what do you really want for these bandits? You want a Niger Delta
Let me give an example. Let me give an example.
Sheikh, hang on. Sheikh, I've not asked my question, Sheikh. Let me speak, please. What do you want? Do you want the kind of the Niger Delta, amnesty program that they set up an amnesty arm for them? They probably send them abroad, to learn skills. They send them to university. Is that what you want? And how much billion is this going to cost? Maybe you could put a price on the table in this negotiation. And secondly, Sheikh, you talked about a tribal war going on. And I'd like to know more about that tribal war, because I don't know of any. And you said they kill, herders, in or your area and the likes, and in the southwest. What is this tribal war? Because now this is a new narrative. Now, I've never heard you talk about a tribal war before, Sheikh. Now you said there's a tribal war. So tell me more about this tribal war. And how much do these bandits really want? In billions, How much? Is it Niger Delta kind of amnesty? What do they want? Let's hear it.
Listen.
Okay, let's break down your questions. Let's start with the amnesty. The Niger Delta example, I think we can take example from that. When they were vandalizing the pipelines, which is an umbilical cord for the Nigerian economy, the nation came into negotiation with them, and they are even giving the pipelines to God. And for a period of relative period of peace we had, Nigeria was having its.
Now, he's talking of pipeline. The people in Niger Delta were vandalizing pipeline. And Obasanjo or Yaradua went into negotiation with them. What about the gold mine that these so-called terrorist bandits are handling? signing the contracts to Chinese government, mining their own. Chinese government is mining their own in Benue and the Niger. I think I showed this thing some days ago. In Benue and in Niger. Dogogide, I wish I can see it. Dogogide, Dogogide sign allocate, can we allocate mining site to Chinese company. Okay. Yeah. You see? Let's see. No. But my inside secret details. How, let's see, wait now. Why all this rubbish? How Chinese allied miner bribed Dogogide. Now you see what we are saying. Hold on. Many news they here where I go show you. He said that Niger Delta people, they spoil pipe for oil. Now, do you see the headline? Investigation inside the secret details. How Chinese allied miners bribed the Dogogide terror group to access mining site. Do you see that? Now, listen, he said, despite presence of terror group Islamic State of West Africa, ISWAP, and the bandit faction of Dogogide, illegal mining, that is ISWAP, Dogogide, Boko Haram, they are doing their own mining. Yet, the Chinese company that the government of Benue or Niger State signed contract with you to go and do mining, they say before you come and do your own mining, you must pay us. Have you seen a country where the mineral resources is allowed to be taken over, or some set of criminals, bandits, terrorists are in charge of some mineral resources in a country? In Nigeria, look at it, it happened. As you can see, it is here. It is in other news. If you want, I bring another news. I will look for another news and give you. Let me, hold on, I'm coming. I think I saw that news in Ethiopia as well. It's not a secret. It's even in waiting be name TVC news. But to avoid distractions, I know they go look for excuse me. I know they go look for I know they go look for all these things now. No be waiting go come distract me. But I just want you to see that waiting they go on in Nigeria and the waiting that happen in Nigeria now abomination, now evil. So when you see this man talking, you should know what he's saying. First of all, he has told you that what is going on. I don't know whether I bitter cola. I don't know whether I bitter cola self that caused this problem. They tell me say bitter cola they stop cough. Be like say if I dey eat am, the thing go increase because the thing don't subside since I drink medicine. Now I say make I take bitter cola, the thing come back again. Give me water. Thank you. So, so it is very, very clear what is going on and how it is going on. Now he's telling you that, oh God, excuse me. Thank you. Close the door very well. So now, this man, in the name of Gumi, is now telling us that why the bandits, what they need is just the same way you settled these people. The difference is that the people of Delta or Niger, they don't go killing people. They were not in any ethnic war, as Gumi claimed. They were not burning people's houses. They were not sending anybody, even a dog, even a cat, they did not send into IDP camp. But these people wipe village away, wipe community away, take over, rename community. They mine gold and other mineral resources. For instance, the one I know, I am sure of, is in Benue and in Niger State. And I learned that there is gold in Benue. And they are in charge. Now you see why Niger State is the greatest. The Niger State have the largest population of Funanis all over the world. Niger State. The governor confirmed it last week. Let's keep listening to him, vomiting trash.
Oil supply continues. The herdsmen too now are controlling a big swath of land, whereby now they are preventing farmers from farming. And it's very important for the economy of the nation, because when you leave a big chunk of the population hungry without farming, is going to have a consequence which we don't want to experience. So in the same sense, as the Niger Deltans are important to the economy, this herdman now has suddenly become very important to the Nigerian economy, because they can prevent, in fact, they are preventing people from farming. So we can example, instead of telling, if we can come to them, they can be our guards. They can guard the forest. We have spoken with them, and we have seen them guarding the forest in Shinkafi area.
Now, they can be their guard, guarding the forest. Remember, they can be their guard, guarding the forest. But this man made the same statement today, after 10 months or 9 months. He is still incarcerated in the hands of Nigeria Security Service. This man, because he is an Igbo man, he made this statement. When we talk, people don't understand. You are different. You are different. You cannot be treated with the same manner. He now said that this terrorist, remember, he is standing for Fulani terrorists, ISWAP terrorists, ISIS terrorists, Boko Haram terrorists, and the ones that claim they are Fulani bandits is standing for about 6 groups of terror group. About 6 terror groups he is pleading for. But this man is not asking Nigeria to get involved. He only said, we will call IPOB to come and guard our market for us. Let us see how criminals will invade our market. That was his offense. But here Gumi is telling you the same thing, that what evil. Listen to him again. Listen.
Came into negotiation with them, and they are even giving the pipelines to God. And for a period of relative period of peace we had.
Number one is that these terrorists can never be compared, despite I hate Asare, I don't like him. He cannot be compared with what Asare, Dokobotom, Polo, and all of them were doing. You cannot compare. This group are terrorists. These ones are just looking for a way to survive. They don't kill people. Even those they kidnapped, they let them go after the agreement were reached. The only thing they destroyed was pipeline. Only pipeline. They did not go into anybody's community to destroy. So you don't have to compare these two people, Gumi. But listen to him.
Nigeria was having its oil supply continuous. The herdsmen too now are controlling a big swath of land, whereby now they are preventing farmers from farming. And it's very important for the economy of the nation, because when you leave a big chunk of the population hungry without farming, is going to have a consequence which we don't want to experience. So in the same sense, as the Niger Deltans are important to the economy, this herdman now has suddenly become very important to the Nigerian economy, because they can prevent, in fact, they are preventing people from farming. So we can example, instead of telling, if we can come to them, they can be our guards, they can guard the forest. We have.
Did you hear that? The terrorists can now become guards that will guard the forest. Do you listen to that? No, it's good that all these things comes out so we go see. I'm just doing this for our people to understand what is going on. When you see people like Hopos or the Masoludo and the guy wicked, that is, whether he don't drink something with the shaka for Abuja, I don't know. All of them, they are out of their senses because they are not behaving normal. When you listen to this man, you will understand that they are not scared, they are not afraid of anybody. They are proudly telling you that we are killing people because we want to talk. We want you to come to our terms. No, they are giving you conditions that you must meet their condition. Now, the Fulani terrorists are now giving Nigerian government terms, but they are there in Delta, taking over the Delta land. The community were sent away into forest. Not that they were relocated, no, they were pursued just like animals into the bush while military takes siege of their community. You see that? You go still hear some things where you know one here. Let's continue.
Spoken with them, and we have seen them guarding the forest in Shinkafi area, whereby for more than now, I can say 10 months, there is no kidnapping. In fact, they have even freed some people that were kidnapped. Let's not forget, please, there are thousands of Nigerians, many now captives in the hands of these herdsmen. They are not in a hurry. In fact, I got last week that some 2 nurses were kidnapped in April in southern Kaduna. Up to now, we are trying to locate and who are these people who kidnapped them to try to see if we can plead with them. Look at the sufferings Nigerians are doing, simply because we are not dialoguing with these people. These people are not some aliens.
Now, you see the people he's telling you to dialogue with. I want you to listen to just the headlines. Listen.
Bandits displaced 289,375 people in 12 local government areas. Student loan, federal government to be.
Did you hear that? Bandit did what? Did you hear that? Did you just hear what this woman read? Listen again. Listen, I'll go put them again.
Bandits displaced 289,375 people in 12 local government areas.
In 12 local government areas, 265,800 people displaced. So we are not discussing those that were killed. No, these ones are the ones that has been displaced, that are into IDP camps, and somebody is interceding for them, and we are clapping for him. They roll red carpet and celebrate with champagne because he allows them to, he grants them interview. If he grants Ruben and Abati, Ruben and Rufai, if he grant them interview, they are celebrated as if God has granted them interview. They are happy that he's talking, and he is talking trash. They cannot ask him good questions. You see the question Rufai asked him: which tribal war are you fighting? Which ethnic war? Between who and who? He did not answer that question. And nobody asked him that question to repeat, to make him answer that question. He swabbed like this, swabbed 200 and the, God have mercy. Listen again, listen.
Bandits displaced 289,375 people in 12 local government areas.
It is clear. These are the people where Gumi say they be good people. And I want you to know these 289 families plus are the ones that are alive, probably without man again. They are just the women that are located. The people that have died, that has been buried in mass, are not inclusive. There are people that their household were wiped away. There are communities that if there are like 10,000 people in that community, okay, there are community like if you have 500 families, they wiped like 300, only 200 survived in those communities. Those people, they are not counting them because they were not displaced, they were murdered. No, make you understand Gumi. They clap for Gumi. Continue.
From Mars or from the outer space, they are Nigerians. We know them. We know their relatives. We know everything about them. And they have qualities that we can tap on. That is, the Fulani man is not to be shy, is not to be respectful to his elders. And they work in unity and community. We can gather them all together. They're ready even to sit down. They told me we are ready to sit down with the government. So I don't know what is stopping this National Congress of herdsmen, because if they can come together and decide that, okay, no more kidnapping, the war is finished, and this is our conditions, I don't see any other Fulani man breaking that agreement and continue with the crime.
That's something I will show you. I want you to remember this agreement. You don't tell where did they make this agreement. But before then, I want you to know the reason why you must not give up. Let's listen to Mazenande Kanu.
Process that we are embarking upon, if we are not praying for war, but we are it to come to war, we have to fight. The only thing we are saying is that this time around, we will be more prepared than we were before. That's all we are saying. Nobody's asking for war. To tell me that you're prepared to be a slave in the Philippines, in another person's country, enjoying, let them go and ask the Filipinos what they went through to drive away Imelda Marcos and the husband. Our people need sometimes somebody suggested before that in the new Biafra we will turn every textbook into a local language. If you're in Ibibio, physics will be in Ibibio language, geography in Ibibio language, everything is in Ibibio language. If you're from Igbo land, everything will be in Igbo language. Everything. So that our people can reason in their own language. This is why I hated colonialism. If you think in a foreign language, you will not understand the meaning of what you're talking about. That is why at Radio Biafra, we don't present radio and journalism the way it is done everywhere else. Because our people, it will not have the desired impact. Here we give you the news and tell you the meaning and implications of the news you are presenting. How can somebody who claims he or she is educated can go to and say, oh, don't join, you are not born during the war. What if you see what we suffered? Do you know what Churchill went through, what the British people went through under Hitler? Had Hitler launched his infantry into this country, has he commenced the ground assault in Britain, he would have taken over the country. That's what saved the people here. They don't understand history because they are not educated. They were educated in Nigeria, where you go to school for 2 weeks and you're on strike for 8 years. I don't blame them at all. That was why some of us left that zoo to come outside to come and study, so we can understand what studying is all about. So that when we stand up and speak and talk about intelligent people, we know what we are talking about. Anybody who is educated in Nigeria, I'm afraid to say, you are nobody because your brain is not complete. You are not intelligent enough to discuss or to understand what you're talking about. If you have to go to war, you go to war. Sometimes you fight a war not to defend lives and property, but to defend something that money cannot buy. That thing is called honor. It is called honor.
Very, very clear. Honor. Do you have honor? Where is your honor? Where is your honor? We are calling for freedom. You are calling for blackmailing, sabotaging. Where is your honor? All this money where people they sabotage the restoration of Biafra to get, what are they going to do with this money? If they end tomorrow, this money, another person could take them. I want to show you something. They are talking of negotiation. I just want you to understand that what is going on is not a child's play. I want to show you something now. This news, maybe you have seen it, but I will still share it again. Listen.
2015. The federal government, led by the Minister of Interior, Abdurrahman Dambazo, met with the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria in Kebbi State, offering them the sum of 100 billion naira over 2 years to stop the kidnapping in the country. The meeting lasted over 4 hours on Friday as negotiations dragged on, with the association initially asking for 160 billion naira. The minister said that the strategy was part of the steps needed to tackle insecurity in the country as prescribed by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. The headsman crisis has risen since 2015 after Muhammadu Buhari became president. Their rampage has spread not only in the north but also throughout the southern zones of the country. The killings by the headsman has led them to be tagged the fourth most dangerous and deadly terrorist group in the world by the World Terror Index. The acting Inspector General of Police, Muhammad Adamu, who was also at the meeting in Kebbi State, added that over 1,000 people have been killed and many more kidnapped in Kaduna. However, he said that this intervention was necessary to bring the criminals to book. The Kebbi State Governor, Atiku Bagudu, said hosting the meeting in his state shows the seriousness of President Muhammadu Buhari's administration in tackling the security challenges in the country. Responding, the president of the association, Alhaji Muhammad Kirua, said the meeting would serve as a foundation for peace between the Fulani headsmen and farmers and among Fulanis themselves.
You see, did you hear that? We must continue. No, now just make you the understand where we they go, waiting there happen. We continue. We continue. Continue to listen to Gumi. I get everything. Everything, even their secretariat confirmation that they have secretariat. We have shown you this one and shown you from different stations and verses, different people. We have seen, we have confirmed from news media. It's not a secret. And he is here defending the criminals and the wicked terrorists. Nobody is saying anything. If any Biafran man opens mouth to say, let Biafra be now, they are good people, you'll be arrested, prosecuted, jail for felony, jail for treason, jail for every other thing, for terrorism, everything. It will even reach 1,000 charges where they will give you. No, make we continue.
So it's, to me, a simple thing. It needs engagement from the government. So that is with the amnesty. The other thing you are talking about, you see, I have been saying it's an ethnic war. And I think people didn't understand me. Because in Nigeria, we don't consider ethnicity really, we don't understand it. The Fulani is an ethnic stock, different from the other groups. But what I said now is tribal. It's because you find the Fulani fighting the Yorubas in the southwest, fighting the Igbos in the southeast, fighting the other tribes in the north.
Now, the question they did not ask him is this. That's my annoyance. How can Fulani that is, if truly they were from north, because all of them were strangers. Even till today, they are still coming in. Even till now, they are still coming in. They are still trooping in. And once they come into Nigeria, they become citizens of Nigeria. They will be opportuned to become governors, become military officers, become custom officers, become police officers, become ministers, become ambassadors, become your president, become your vice president, become your party chairman, while you are busy running to become one PA or one assistant director somewhere, while they are the finance minister. They are not that they are Nigerians. And when some people want to talk, they go tell you Hausa. They are not Hausas. They are Fulani. They are Fulani, not Hausa. And these people, when we say they don't know anything, you deceive yourself. When you say that they don't know anything, you are deceiving yourself. Are you the one that told them that they should go and mix up with the Hausas to deceive you? Do you know that while I was little in late 70s, when I was in primary school, there was nothing like Fulani. We don't know Fulani. All we know is Hausa. We don't know anything about. We did not learn Fulani. We learned Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba. There are the three groups in Nigeria. That was what we were taught in primary school. Even in social studies in secondary school, we were taught that you have Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba. And I remember when we used to watch NTA news, what you see is Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, English. There was no Fulani. How come now Hausa has been suppressed or compressed and trashed? Now Fulani is all over. Because they use brain. After you say they no get sense. They know that when they come into you, they go, they commot you one, they replace you, they commot you one, they replace you. Before you know it, you go there 10, they go there 1,000. Then when they tell you to shut up, you have to shut up because you cannot stand them again. But when they come, they will come like good people. They will come like poor beggars. I remember when these Fulanese will come. One person will now, all these things have been making sense. Now all these things are making sense because that time in my village or in my community, when you employ an Hausa man, Fulani man rather, but we they call them Hausa, and if you call them Hausa, they will not deny. Then, if you call them Hausa, then they go answer, they go say yes, they be Hausa. But today, if you call them Hausa, they go tell you no, they are not Hausas, that they are Fulanese. So then, if you call one Fulani man as your gate man or as your watchman, give him 1 week, they will be up to 3. Give him 2 weeks, they will be up to 10. Give him 1 month, they will be up to 20. And he is the one that will come and tell you, this my brother need a work. You will introduce him to your friend. This one need, and that is how they will be coming everywhere. They go full. This one go they do shoe. This one go they sweep. This one go they clean. This one, they are taking over. People no understand. Now the thing don't clear for people. But today, do you know that if you go to Biafra land, some people are still using Fulani as megad? Do you know that? Some people, they get men na Fulani today. After all the atrocities they are committing, somebody get mind, you get liver, go carry Fulani man, keep forget. For night you go they sleep. And if they happen, they go for night, go cut them into pieces, pack their property, go. Yet another person go quarry and come back. Our people know the reason. We don't know that the same way the roasted chicken is the same way they are going to roast guinea fowl. You don't know that the same way you roasted goat is the same way you are going to roast ram. You don't know. That's our problem. We continue.
Depending on which region it is. So it's a tribal war going on. But when a governor or the president will take side on one side, or the military, especially the military. I've been to a Fulani settlement that was ravaged and destroyed by the military. Their huts were burnt. They came to me in Kaduna, they rushed to me saying that
Fulani huts were burnt, and they went to him to go to news and speak for them. And he went and they speak for them. And he gave command. Army came there. Listen.
This is what happened. And I went there to see with myself. I saw their huts were burnt. They were there for more than 40 years in that region.
They have been there for 40 years. Then their huts were burnt. And they are shouting, calling Nigeria that Gumi condemned the Nigerian army because it was Nigerian army that went there and burned their hut. And they did not go there to shoot them. No, they went there and burned their hut and tell them that where they are, they should live there and they relocate inside. That people now know that they are here. Now, terrorists, would they tell you, we know they tell you cattle rearers. terrorists, Fulani terrorists, that they should live there and move inside. And they say no, that they must build another house for them. Listen to the story. Listen to Akokowa. Listen.
What are the military saying? They say we should pack away and go move to the town. Is that how things are done in a civilized society? Even if you want to displace people, you build for them where they can transfer themselves to it. You don't just come and...
You see terrorists inside bush. You say make he move outside there. Make he go inside town. He dey inside. Make he come out. Why you no shoot am? These are the terrorists that shoot people without looking face. Burn houses in community. You hear how many houses they burnt in the community now. You hear them. You hear how many people they displaced now. You hear them. You hear them. Listen again.
Bandits displaced 289,375 people in 12 local government areas. Student loan.
12 local government area. Alone, no. Alone, only 12. Alone. And somebody is still there, thinking that his problem is Simon Ekpa. Listen again.
Bandits displaced 289,375 people in 12 local government areas.
Oh, Clement, my brother, you're welcome. It's good that things are unfolding. People are seeing. Now, in Delta, army takes siege of the community. Bandit that wipe communities. Bandit that send people into IDP camps. Bandit that kill soldiers, Nigerian soldiers in numbers. Bandit that shoot down fighter jets of Nigerian army. Even army air force jets. Even Nigerian army jets, including their fighter jet. Anyone they see, they shoot down. Nobody is doing anything to them. They are living in their communities happily. Even the communities they have taken over, they are living happily. Nobody is challenging them. But look at community in Delta, because they are Biafrans. I told you, if Delta were to be in the north, nobody would dare go there. Who are you? They not born you where you go there. Go do what you want, go there, go do. Continue.
On people's houses with children crying, women, old women, all I saw this. So as we are speaking with them, a contingent of military came.
A contingent of military came. I believe you, they get the news. I believe you, they get the news. You, they hear them. You, they hear them. So when we tell you that the only thing that will save you is to go look for your freedom. Now, while he was talking, he has already called the army to tell them that, come and clarify to me who burned down these people's huts. And as he was there with the terrorists discussing, contingent army, group of them, not one person, they came to answer. And I want you to listen. As they came, he asked this captain, are you the one that Gumi is asking them? And they were giving him answer. He asked this captain, are you the one that bought this house? That captain said, no, it's not me. He asked the commander, the other commander, are you the one that bought this house? He said, no. Major, are you the one? They say no. At the end, before they go, the army, they count money and they give to the terrorists in compensation. Now make you the listening news. Listen, when we tell you that there is no other solution, no other salvation other than freedom, Biafra separation, Biafra exit, people don't understand.
A captain with other soldiers and civilian JTF. So I asked the captain, who did this? He said he doesn't know. You don't know? Okay. Are you the one who did it? He said he's not the one who did that burning of the huts. So I said, okay, since you are in charge of security here, these are Nigerians too, get their numbers so that if they have any problem, they can call you to protect them.
Are you listening? If the terrorists have problem, they will call you to come and protect them. This is Nigeria for you. This is the best you can get in Nigeria. And this is the unfolding of the new Nigeria that people don't understand. And you see people praying for new Nigeria. Why the new Nigeria is already given to you, you are still waiting, looking, praying, crying for new Nigeria. Did you get the news? How many times have even you don't need to say how many times in Biafra land, now military they go burn our houses, now then they burn our market, now then they destroy our buildings. So who will give you the compensation? They burn market, they tell you say Biafra they inside the market. They burn house, they tell you say Biafra they live inside the house. Did you get any person inside the house? No. Even if Biafran person they live inside the house, why don't you go after the person and leave the house? That is something they're doing in data today. They burn down houses, burn down their boats they use for farming, shoot a lot of people, destroy things in the community. Yet, they know that the person they are looking for is not in that community. Why are they destroying the community? Because the community belongs to Biafran people.
And a very good captain, he in fact donated 5,000 naira to them, and peacefully the things were settled. And this is...
Did you hear that? He donated money to them. Very good captain. He donated money and things were settled. Oh, God have mercy.
This kind of engagement I want to see the military involved in, not just throwing bombs on innocent people, killing innocent people. They are Nigerians too. They need to be protected by the same law that gives you power. So about the civilian JTF, and I advised them, why don't you take the herdsmen too, to be part of your team to fight the bad ones? And they are all there ready. In fact, there's a Fulani organization that came to me, Allah. They said they have more than 7 commanders. Commanders meaning has boys. Boys can, from range of 100 to 300, that they are ready. If the military is going to cooperate with them, they will put this banditry and this kidnapping to...
if military will cooperate with them, they will end banditry. Have military not been cooperating with them when military integrated them into Nigerian army? When police integrated them into Nigerian police? Have you forgotten? I have the video. I have the video proof. Even the touts in the streets, they reintegrated them into police. Yet, they said they are not okay. They are still killing people. They are still burning communities to the point that in the last 1 year, the number of people that were displaced, not the number of those that died, no number of their victims, only those that were displaced.
Stop. They are ready. They are Fulanis, they are herdsmen. Why can't we engage them? I cannot understand. So I think the government, the media, and other tribes are taking side in this war. And unfortunately, the Fulani herdsman has nobody to tell his own side of the war, the same side of the story. And this, I think, is what is prolonging the issue. Otherwise, we can finish it in a short time.
I'm not convinced that you actually answered that question. You sidestepped it. But I would like to ask you for
which question is that? Maybe I forgot the question.
Yeah, about identifying with the oppressors, with the those who are causing mayhem within the country and trying to promote and defend their interests. But I would like, for the purposes of clarification, for you to tell us which group exactly are you, asking the Nigerian government to negotiate with? Is it Boko Haram or bandits without label, or the Islamic State of the West African province? And I ask you that question because people have been saying, yes, if you actually mean well as a patriot, that your objective should have been, since you have visited the forest, the Shinkafi forest and all of that, and you know the location of these bandits, that perhaps your interest should have been to lead Nigerian security agencies to the location of these criminals and to help hand them over so that they can face justice. But in this case, you are not defending the Nigerian state, you are defending the bandits.
No. This is the oversimplification of a complex matter.
How?
You see, Shekau has been causing menace in the country for more than 10 years, and the military could not kill him. But the ISWAP, a splinter group from Boko Haram, were able to eliminate him. So is the case with the herdsmen. We can use them.
Sorry, Shakao was eliminated because of the internal problem they have. They have their internal problem, not because of what he was doing in Nigeria. No, not because he kidnapped the Chibok girls. No, because he had problem with the other group called ISWAP or ISIS. So they had problem, they had to go into fight with each other and they killed him. So it was not, but he's not telling you that they eliminated Shekau because he was causing mayhem. How can you tell me that they eliminated Shekau because he was causing mayhem while you are doing the same thing Shekau is doing?
To suppress the criminals among them. In the same way. And we all know at a point the Boko Haram wants a dialogue with the Nigerian government. In fact, they were even suggesting the present president to be the man they trust that can negotiate well for them at a point. And the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, has tried also to broker peace with the Boko Haram. But he didn't get the cooperation of the government then. So it's a story that has been there. Government doesn't want to recognize that there's agitations. Even with the IPOB, if I'm a government, I will go and call them, let's sit down. What is your agitations? Why are you carrying weapons against your own countrymen? So as
when he said this, IPOB were not carrying weapons. IPOB were never carrying weapons. Until you start coming, IPOB start carrying weapons after the invasion of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu house. That was when IPOB. This carrying weapon was just 2021 at the inauguration, after inaugurating ESN. And why did Mazen Nnamdi Kanu form ESN? Because these same people he is telling you now that are good people, they are inside the forest, they don't want trouble, they are fighting communal war or ethnic war because they have engulfed, they have surrounded our communities. Had it not been that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu formed the ESN, by now, we would have been singing the same song like Benue, Jos, Ojab, Lower Kaduna, all of them. Chisum, I greet you. But because God gave us Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to form the ESN at the right time, and the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu told you that this is ESN, they are not Biafran army. When time comes, the Biafran army will come out, you will know. And now the time has come, and the man Atakate Elu emerged, and they emerged with the Biafran army. And now you understand that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not speaking, had not spoken, was not speaking on flesh, was speaking in spirit, but people didn't know. He did not sit down anywhere to discuss this with our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Today, he did not. When you hear our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, used to tell you that he goes into the heart of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu every day to get message from him. He goes into his heart every day to get message from him.
That was Mazigo.
Hey, Bam, you're welcome.
You don't dey live for over 1 hour now, and I don't know.
Yes, I dey live because this video of this man where they protect terrorists, the video.
Make I hook my channel so that I make analyze and small. I beg.
Okay, now.
we can do that. We can do the herdsmen too. Let's negotiate.
Threatened-Gumi,
the difference with the herdsmen is that they are ready. They are ready. They are ready. They have told us we are ready to sit down. Even if we had the latest release by these people that kidnapped the federal government college students, I saw things which maybe only experts know here. That the herdsmen now are slowly becoming radicalized in a terrorist form, I mean religiously, and this is a bad omen for us. Because when a criminal will come out reading religious texts, trying to justify what he's doing, then such people are even more difficult to convince. And I've been warning, I've been saying this. Let's go and get them before the evil forces capture them.
Right, Threatened-Gumi, but surely it's a false equivalence to bring up.
He has been saying, let's go and negotiate with them before these evil forces possess them. and then nobody would listen. Nobody would listen.
Bandits displaced 289,375 people in 12 local government areas. Bandits displaced 289,375 people in 12 local Bandits displaced 289,375 people in 12 local government areas.
Now the people where we go back. Now the people where we go negotiate with. Now make you they understand the waiting with their talk. Ralph, anytime you want to come in, you let me know. I will
you know, I never watched this video before. That interview between him and Abati. I would like to hear that interview. Make I give him my own perspective.
But there's a place I would like you to listen to first.
Oh yeah, play, please.
Make I rewind and small for you.
And has nobody to tell his own side of the war, the same side of the story. And this, I think, is what is prolonging the issue. Otherwise, we can finish it. You see, I have been saying it's an ethnic war. And I think people didn't understand me. Because in Nigeria, we don't consider ethnicity really, we don't understand it.
Maybe you should rewind it more.
Fulani is an ethnic
what led
stock.
to this response?
Different.
What is he answering to?
Okay,
I want to know what led to his.
Hold on.
Put forward. It's just the ceremony of handing over weapons, and that cannot stop. And that we should come and build a cure
the oppressor and please the cause of the oppressor. Are you guilty as charged? Because you said this.
And that we should come and build a nation.
Easy as it seems, is it?
Said a lot about this amnesty state. I want you to break it down. I'll ask you two questions. The first one is, what do you really want for this bandits? You want a Niger Delta
Let me give an example. Let me give an example.
Sheikh, hang on. Sheikh, I've not asked my question, Sheikh. Let me speak, please. What do you want? Do you want the kind of the Niger Delta, amnesty program that they set up an amnesty arm for them? They probably send them abroad, to learn skills. They send them to university. Is that what you want? And how much billion is this going to cost? Maybe you could put a price on the table in this negotiation. And secondly, Sheikh, you talked about a tribal war going on. And I'd like to know more about that tribal, because I don't know of any. And you said they kill, herders, in or your area and the likes, and in the southwest. What is this tribal war? Because now this is a new narrative. Now, I've never heard you talk about a tribal war before, Sheikh. Now you said there's a tribal war. So tell me more about this tribal war. And how much do these bandits really want? In billions, How much? Is it Niger Delta kind of amnesty? What do they want? Let's hear it.
Okay, let's break down your questions. Let's start with the amnesty. The Niger Delta example, I think we can take example from that. When they were vandalizing the pipelines, which is an umbilical cord for the Nigerian economy, the nation came into negotiation with them, and they are even giving the pipelines to God. And for a period of relative period of peace we had, Nigeria was having its oil supply continuous. The herdsmen too now are controlling a big swath of land, whereby now they are preventing farmers from farming. And it's very important for the economy of the nation, because when you leave a big chunk of the population hungry without farming, is going to have a consequence which we don't want to experience. So in the same sense, as the Niger Deltans are important to the economy, this herdman now has suddenly become very important to the Nigerian economy, because they can prevent, in fact, they are preventing people from farming. So we can example, instead of telling, if we can come to them, they can be our guards. They can guard the forest. We have spoken with them, and we have seen them guarding the forest in Shinkafi area, whereby for more than now I can say 10 months, there is no kidnapping. In fact, they have even freed some people that were kidnapped. Let's not forget, please, there are thousands of Nigerians, many now captives in the hands of these herdsmen. They are not in a hurry. In fact, I got last week that some 2 nurses were kidnapped in April in southern Kaduna. Up to now, we're trying to locate and who are these people who kidnapped them to try to see if we can plead with them. Look at the sufferings Nigerians are doing, simply because we are not dialoguing with these people. These people are not some aliens from Mars or from the outer space. They are Nigerians. We know them. We know their relatives. We know everything about them. And they have qualities that we can tap on. That is, the Fulani man is not to be shy, is not to be respectful to his elders, and they work in unity and community. We can gather them all together. They're ready even to sit down. They told me we are ready to sit down with the government. So I don't know what is stopping this National Congress of herdsmen, because if they can come together and decide that, okay, no more kidnapping, the war is finished, and this is our conditions, I don't see any other Fulani man breaking that agreement and continue with the crime. So it's, to me, a simple thing. It needs engagement from the government. So that is with the amnesty. The other thing you are talking about, you see, I've been saying it's an ethnic war, and I think people didn't understand me, because in Nigeria, we don't consider ethnicity really, we don't understand it. The Fulani is an ethnic stock, different from the other groups. But what I said now is tribal. It's because you find the Fulani fighting the Yorubas in the southwest, fighting the Igbos in the southeast, fighting the other tribes in the north, depending on which region it is. So it's a tribal war going on. But when a governor or the president will take side on one side, or the military, especially the military, I've been to a Fulani settlement that was ravaged and destroyed by the military. Their huts were burnt. They came to me in Kaduna, they rushed to me saying that this is what happened. And I went there to see it myself. I saw their huts were burnt. They were there for more than 40 years in that region. What are the military saying? They say we should pack away and go move to the town. Is that how things are done in a civilized society? Even if you want to displace people, you build for them where they can transfer themselves to it. You don't just come and burn people's houses with children crying, women, old women. All I saw this. So as we are speaking with them, a contingent of military came. A captain with other soldiers and civilian JTF. So I asked the captain, who did this? He said he doesn't know. You don't know? Okay. Are you the one who did it? He said he's not the one who did that burning of the huts. So I said, okay, since you are in charge of security here, these are Nigerians too, get their numbers so that if they have any problem, they can call you to protect them. And a very good captain, he in fact donated 5,000 naira to them, and peacefully the things were settled. And this is kind of engagement I want to see the military involved in, not just throwing bombs on innocent people, killing innocent people. They are Nigerians too, they need to be protected by the same law that gives you power. So about the civilian JTF, and I advised them, why don't you take the herdsmen too, to be part of your team, to fight the bad ones. And they are all there ready. In fact, there's a Fulani organization that came to me, Allah. They said they have more than 7 commanders. Commanders meaning has boys. Boys can, from range of 100 to 300, that they are ready. If the military is going to cooperate with them, they will put this banditry and this kidnapping to a stop. They are ready. They are Fulanis, they are herdsmen. Why can't we engage them? I cannot understand. So I think the government, the media, and other tribes are taking side in this war, And unfortunately, the Fulani herdsman has nobody to tell his own side of the war, the same side of the story. And this, I think, is what is prolonging the issue. Otherwise, we can finish it in a short time.
I'm not convinced that you actually answered that question. You sidestepped it. But I would like to ask you for
which question is that? Maybe I forgot the question.
Yeah, about identifying with the oppressors, with the those who are causing mayhem within the country and trying to promote and defend their interests. I would like, for the purposes of clarification, for you to tell us which group exactly are you asking the Nigerian government to negotiate with? Is it Boko Haram or bandits without label, or the Islamic State of the West African province? And I ask you that question because people have been saying, yes, if you actually mean well as a patriot, that your objective should have been, since you have visited the forest, the Shinkafi forest and all of that, and you know the location of these bandits, that perhaps your interest should have been to lead Nigerian security agencies to the location of these criminals and to help hand them over so that they can face justice. But in this case, you are not defending the Nigerian state, you are defending the bandits.
No. This is the oversimplification of a complex matter.
How?
You see, Shekau has been causing menace in the country for more than 10 years, and the military could not kill him. But the ISWAP, a splinter group from Boko Haram, were able to eliminate him. So is the case with the herdsmen. We can use them to suppress the criminals among them. In the same way. And we all know at a point the Boko Haram wants a dialogue with the Nigerian government. In fact, they were even suggesting the present president to be the man they trust that can negotiate well for them at a point. And the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, has tried also to broker peace with the Boko Haram. But he didn't get the cooperation of the government then. So it's a story that has been there. Government doesn't want to recognize that there's agitations. Even with the IPOB, if I'm a government, I will go and call them, let's sit down, what is your agitations? Why are you carrying weapons against your own countrymen? So as we can do with that, we can do with the herdsmen too. Let's negotiate.
Threatened-Gumi, are you...
And the difference with the herdsmen is that they are ready.
You see, with all this man, with all the things he's saying, when he got to IPOB, he said even IPOB, to them, IPOB is the worst. IPOB. And what is IPOB? What is IPOB? Ordinary civilians, so he's not even talking about the Biafra Liberation Army or even before the birth of Biafra Liberation Army, ESN. He's talking about IPOB. And you see the question they're asking him, he's not even answering the question.
That is the problem. That is my anger here. Now that one is the best me pass. If a journalist ask him a question, he go use the journalist play football. Yet they cannot stick to one question. Let him answer the question. Let him define ethnic war. How can you leave North and come to Biafra land to fight ethnic war? How can you leave North and go to Yoruba land to fight ethnic war?
Exactly. He admitted there that Fulani is fighting. He said in his mouth, they are fighting Yoruba. They are fighting the Igbo. Yeah. They are fighting the Hausa, Fulani. So that means this thing is calling ethnic war. It's Fulani that is fighting other people. Nobody is fighting them.
No.
And it's calling the ethnic war. Instead of him to say that Fulani is constituting mayhem, like
ethnic cleansing. They are carrying out ethnic cleansing, not ethnic war. Ethnic cleansing. And nobody were there to tell him what he's doing because they don't want to talk. They are reading their script. Sorry, go on. Now
Wait, is this a current interview or a current one?
I think last year or something like that. Military.
They sat down with him and
military will come out and tell you they are looking for these terrorists. But you heard him tell you that some military went there, they did not shoot them, they only burnt their huts and tell them to move into town. They no kill them all. Then another military come there, in go there, go call military, another military contingent group of military men come. They ask them, Captain, are you the one that burned their hut? Captain said no. Major, are you? He said no. Okay, what do you want to do to them now? Then the captain put hand for pocket, bring money, count, give them. And he said, yes, this is what the military should be doing. And tomorrow, the same military are looking for the terrorists. You know where they are living. You are giving money. Is to go to Okwama and wipe away the community and burn down the houses and they chase the community into bush. That is what they are good at.
This is open indictment on the military on live TV. Terrorists with guns and weapons that have maimed and killed. Military went there and gave them money. Cash. Gumi saying it here on live TV. And even the journalists did not even see anything wrong with that. Like, military gave them money. But anything happened in the so-called Southeast, which is our Biafra land. They will come on Arise TV and say, ESN camp identified. They shot 2. They buy 2, they buy 3, they bought them, others ran away. And they will show them gods.
Let the world be seeing what is going on. Me, I don't care whether the interview was last year, even if it was last 100 years, as long as the event is still going on. I don't care.
No, why I'm asking because I have not seen it. I have not seen
it. I was searching. I don't know, but I know it's not this. It's not this year. I'm sure it's not this year.
It must be this year because I've not seen this. I've not seen this.
No, it's not this year. It's not this year. I'm very sure. It's not this year. I think this was before Buhari left office because he made mention of Buhari here. He made mention of Buhari here. He made mention when they were calling Buhari to come and take over, that Buhari should be their negotiator with the government.
Yes.
He made mention of it. So I believe this should be either last year,
late,
before Buhari left.
The last administration, the last terrorist administration. This is crazy. This is crazy. On live TV, and Ruben is telling him that you are defending the criminals, you are defending the bandits, and he's even saying it with smile, and they are laughing over it.
No, they are happy. I said whenever they beg him, they have to beg him to grant. For him to grant them interview, they have to beg him. Because when they get him to their studio, they get viewers. Are you getting the message? They are not getting him because they want. Because if I were, even me, I'm not a professional journalist. But if you leave me with this man, the number one statement he made that they are fighting ethnic war.
Yes.
Before I will go over to another question, I will make sure you define this ethnic war for me to understand.
Yes.
And then you will explain to me, how can you leave your papa house when they for North, for Niger, and they come to Biafra land to fight and they kill people, and you say it's ethnic war? Who is combating you? You go to Yoruba land, who you they fight with yourself? Yeah? Because ethnic war is when I come meet you, you are meeting me, we are fighting each other. Is it not? But when you come to displace people, push them into IDP camp, kill people, cause them to have mass burial, kidnap children, rape women, you say it's ethnic war?
Ethnic war.
No, it's good. So let people understand the Nigeria they are craving for. The Nigeria they are planning to go and kill Simon Ekpa for. The Nigeria they are planning to kill Nnamdi Kanu for.
Do you know that even if the coin is changed, assuming it is Peter Obi that is their president, do you know that this man will even have more power? Because
if Peter Obi become the president, you see what is happening now? It will be 10 times.
Yes. Yes. Because Peter Obi, they fear the man. Peter Obi went to him to beg him to help him, ask the Fulani to vote for him. Peter Obi went there and bowed to him, and he was telling Peter Obi, before I will support your vote, you must promise me you will not attack the herdsmen. And Peter Obi, I am very sure, promised him that he will not attack the herdsmen, because Peter Obi openly said that the people that will enjoy him more are the people that hate him. They are the people that will enjoy his government. So you can imagine. So those of you that are still having any small hope for Nigeria, look at it though. That be this. That be this.
Odiegu.
That be this.
If you want, we continue. Because I believe you will see say some things more.
Yes.
They have told us we are ready to sit down. Even if we had the latest release by these people that kidnapped the federal government college students, I saw things which maybe only experts know here. That the herdsmen now are slowly becoming radicalized in a terrorist form, I mean religiously. And this is a bad omen for us. Because when a criminal will come out reading religious texts, trying to justify what he's doing, then such people are even more difficult to convince. And I've been warning, I've been saying this. Let's go and get them before the evil forces, capture them.
Right, Sheikh Gumi, but surely it's a false equivalence to bring up IPOB and the Niger Delta, because they were not kidnapping school children. The unspeakable cruelty to children, defenseless children, shows such a deep depravity. And these are the people that you're suggesting that society should just embrace. You've even suggested that some of these people should be made security at said schools, similar to letting a fox guard the hen house. And we all know.
You see this Abiola daughter. I don't know why they don't pursue this girl come up for her rights, because sometimes
I don't know. Maybe she went to courses. Like I heard them saying she's in course or something like that.
You see, she they tell her say, look at the people you are comparing with IPOB and you are comparing with Niger Delta people. These people kidnap, they men, they buy, and you are comparing them. They're comparing apples and oranges. And he even said they should, some of them volunteer. They volunteer to work with the army. That if they give them opportunity. And these are people that are wielding guns, AK-47. This is serious. And I love it that this lady brought this thing up, and I want to hear what he will say. I seriously want to hear what he will say from what this Abiola daughter said. Let us hear what he will say.
Okay.
May I finish?
Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you that. Let me explain to you.
I want to finish my question, if I may. If I may finish. We all know, don't we, that animals, once they've tasted human blood, become more dangerous. How can people who have discovered this lucrative kind of entrepreneurship, the sickest and most depraved kind, be expected to just go back and get a regular job guarding a school?
Okay, you see, when you ask a battery of questions, how do you expect me to convince you? Let me step one by one. IPOB is attacking the police, is attacking the army, is attacking INEC, government institutions, killing our men in service. And the herdsmen are kidnapping children, not to kill them, to get money. So how can you compare somebody who's killing our gallant men in the armed forces directly, attacking them, to somebody who's kidnapping children to make money, not to kill them? Look, we need some fairness in what we are doing.
Students
and when we say herdsmen, look, herdsmen.
Students were murdered.
Let's finish. By literal studies in universities, they say there is 9.5 million nomadics, pastoralists, and herdsmen in the forest. So when you have some few thousands are kidnapping, you can't generalize and say all herdsmen are bad. In fact, the herdsmen are the first victim of these criminals among them. And they are ready to cooperate with the government. They just need the support. They don't want profiling. When you see a herdsman, you say automatically it's a criminal. So with good engagement by the government, this case, I see it as easy as drinking a cup of tea, really.
All right. Threatened-Gumi, you can see it as easy as drinking a cup of tea, but you're not the parent of a child, a 3-year-old child that died in the bush, you know, and only the crime the child committed was to pay 200 naira to go to the Islamiyah school in Tegana. You're not the parent of that child. So it's easy for all of us to say it's easy as drinking a cup of tea because we're not receiving.
Now, you see this man and all these journalists, because they are brown envelope journalists, they will fail to tell Gumi and people listening, look, IPOB that they keep accusing is buying military men and all what have you. IPOB doesn't go after military men. Military men are the ones that came after our people. Because the last time we checked, Mazi Namikano banned anything roadblock in Biafra land because there's no roadblock in their own side. Military men going from street to street in a peaceful place where there are no kidnapping, where there is no war, and then molesting and harassing people, taking youths and murdering them. You are not comparing it with terrorists that go into communities and massacre and destroy, kidnap, rape. If military men are in their barracks, they are in their barracks. They don't go and start looking for innocent youth in Olo or innocent youth in Obibo to murder them. Will anything happen to them? Will anything happen to them? Why did Mazi Namikano raise ESN? Why did our Prime Minister establish the Biafra Army? Because the military were coming into our land to commit mayhem against innocent people. So we have to match up with their evil. Now we have an army. So what we now have is army to army. Army to army. Even at that, they still look for a way to kidnap our young people. And comparing it with a set of bandit terrorists that murder and kill. And yet, this military, who see them carry AK-47 with 2 cards in pocket and give them money, Can you imagine that? This is terrible. This is Hey, it is good that all these one Nigerians are actually hearing this. You can hear it and you can see that this thing is very real, So you think Gumi doesn't know what he's saying? Gumi is not pretending. He knows what he's saying. And he knows very well that there is nothing like IPOB is killing military men, uniform men, our gallant men. Which gallant men? Your gallant men are the ones that are giving terrorists money. That's what you're calling gallant men. But when they go to the southeast, they start shooting at innocent youths. And you call them gallant men. Mazugo, go ahead, please.
No.
Hang on a minute, Sheikh.
I consider them my children. But if you can, wait. Let me come in here.
Sheikh,
I don't want you to say so much without me complaining.
I'm the one asking the question, not you.
And he will not allow you to ask him questions. He will argue with you until you forget your line of thought.
Yes.
Let me ask the question.
Yes.
Sheikh. That brings us to the question, Sheikh.
Okay.
You were captain in the Nigerian army before you left. You served in the military. You suffered for this country.
Yes.
You wore the khaki of the army. You swore allegiance to this country. But now, you are speaking for a group that is threatening the sovereignty of this country. Sheikh, where does your loyalty lie? To Nigeria, the country you swore allegiance to as a captain in the military? Or to people that want to destroy the sovereignty and the unity of this country? Where do you lie, Sheikh?
Yes, my allegiance is to the Nigerian people, to the my allegiance to the Nigerian government, but I will not accept criminality, whether it's from the military, whether it's from the government, whether it's from the individual Nigerians or tribe or group. I am against criminality from whichever quarter it comes from. And the picture you just show, the latest picture of the kidnapped students, when you look at the kidnappers too, they are children like them. The difference is that the government has allowed those other children, uneducated, and they are left to fend for themselves, to buy weapons to protect them.
They cannot go to school because they don't have money to pay for school fees. But they have money to buy AK-47 and buy the bullets. They have money to buy GPD or GPTO. They have money to buy all sorts of children. You can see them. They cannot afford school fees, but they can afford arms. And the Gumi justifies them because they are children, so they can go and kidnap children. You see the justification? Because they are children, so when they kidnap children, don't talk, don't complain.
Themselves to buy weapons to terrorize the nation. Why is their own school? Why are they not in school? Look at them. They are all children of the same age. So this is what I'm saying. Let's go into the bush.
No, you see the kind of arms they have with them. Do you see the kind of arms? Do you see the kind of ammunitions they have on them? Did you see it? Somebody that cannot afford school fees, cannot even afford a bullet, a cartridge, one, you know, go fit. Look at, they have up to five cartridges with sham bullet.
These are the people he's defending. Oh, look at them.
Yes. One gun there, one AK there is not less than 5 million naira.
Yes, now this one are the chain machine gun. Now machine gun be this now.
This one might be up to 10 million naira. One
machine gun. Yes,
yet they are the people that are carrying gun because they could not afford school fees. They could not afford, as if the machine guns are stake. You can go into the forest and just cut a part of it and start using it.
I put this thing for my nose. I won't die. I put that for inside my nose.
No, take and play. Go pee, although I know now you be. If I put on now all my nose, you go peel and all of them go turn to wound. I don't try such thing. Even for skin itself. Instead, they put rub, use ordinary rub. Don't try it too. It's too bad. That thing is too dangerous.
Hey.
Get these boys out of this criminality. Build school for them. Embrace them as Nigerians. Show them the bad ways they are doing. We should not allow evil forces to take over our own people. This is what we are saying.
Well, Sheikh, I get your point. But the question people are asking is that as a man who once swore to defend the integrity of Nigeria, why are you, in terms of your peace-building, peacemaking efforts, concentrating only on one part of the country? Why have you not visited the East?
Okay.
Where people also have issues.
Yes. Very good.
Why have you not visited Ibarakpa local government in the southwest part of the country? That's the first question. The second one is, could you enlighten us about your collaboration with President Olusegun Obasanjo and how both of you managed to get some of the kidnapped students rescued in one instance?
Okay, just this week, we are making arrangements really to go to the southwest, gather the herdsmen and civilize them on how to live in communities where they are not indigenous there. The arrangement is already completed. It's just unfortunate that we are not able to. The situation in the north is very hot. That's why we are engaged so much in the north, trying to quench the fire. And you know, we're not an authority to say that we have that resource.
Somebody's calling from Holland. Papa, senior Papa, want to talk to Biafrans. Papa, Biafra da no lugi.
Raf, you can place the link so that anybody that wants to join us can join us.
Papa, Biafra nogi. A lot of people are listening.
Thank you so much. Because Biafra, I'm a team I am a very good by sea.
Yes.
By air, by land. Bana now, Bana I walk. Bana I walk.
Yes. Yes.
Onye ọbụla esi ekukune maka anyị nwa nọ na city land na anyị dị shake. Anyị adị shake, ha bịa ebe anyị nọ anyị ala mbasị
aha. Papa, isim literally support to our men. Papa say you want to support our men on ground. Papa, because it's literally support. They go like charity here, the hand eme. 300,000. Papa on a homeland. On a homeland, not 300,000 the hand eme. Hey. Papa, go on. Thank you. You see?
God says that Nigeria. Now it's our turn to kill them.
Yes.
1978, God said it. Also, Biafra must come.
Yes.
Also, come on, Biafra, come on,
yes.
And I don't
know. Wow. He said, Papa say, Papa, because how old are the kita? How old are you now, Papa? How old are you? 85 years. I'm 1939, 85 years. Papa, because Kawagodrumu Biafra, because Kawara Hakis has support the voting. This voting had a Gwaha case use of begging was the polling center. Ekrubezioku. Bia can wow.
Every day.
Wow.
More than 500,000.
Wow. 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 Papa, I got drink it up. Umu Biafra, the Berega, he got into. I am what Biafra. December 2, can get declared Biafra. Oh, yes. He said, wow. Papa, if I had your fucking, it what if I had your phone, I can get bear. Yes. Don't worry. Biafra Army. I want to say declare a Biafra. Once say declare a Biafra. Biafra Army gonna patrol everywhere. Yes. No problem.
Ayana no chazi hiyo na-ekwu babam.
Ana m anụkwa ya o. Ana ade. Ọma. Okay, no problem. Papa, thank you. The voice I do I go low. I'm very happy. New quarter Biafrans. Biafrans I do hear you. Can send the phone number your coordinator and the governor so that can here sit here the morning. I get the receipts. Also. Okay. So see, yes, no, you have to go. Get what number coordinator. Number the other state coordinator. He said there are papa or papa. Who they quote? Oh. Okay. You want to bye oh?
You will go zero no.
You know, you are now about 247. Ugo kele hana.
Hana nobody here neku.
Get it no 247.
Ekele de mono okike. Hana no him neku.
Ugo kwa ga no him neku.
Okay, papa ekelere mono niile ofuma chukwu gozie unu n'ihe niile unu na-eme otu unu si akwalite ndị agha anyị nọ n'obodo chukwu ga na-akwalite gị papa chukwu nyere gị aka na mbọ niile na-agba ka Biafra bịa ị ga-ahụkwanụ Biafra okike ga-eme gị hụ Biafra ị ga-ahụrịrị Biafra onwe ihe ga-eme gị site na amara Chineke ekere eluigwe n'ụwa ise dewenu Debonu.
Okay. You see, but bye. Oh, bye. Thank you very much. Wow. Now you see the excitement in the that they go abuse on diaspora. I think this man what put our office here about the business. Where a police center. Or then hear that and afford every day. The Megoro vote in the office. This man can go 500,000. I'm not exaggerating. More than 500,000 people. Because every day, can the man be able to hear data? The man they vote. They hear data and they vote. I'm telling you, people are committed back home. I'm telling you, they're committed. Oh my God.
Onye ka nọ n'ebe a sị m na bandit ndị terrorists ndị ezigbo mmadụ. Nonsense. Listen, Biafra is the only hope. Biafra is the only hope. Outside Biafra, you have no hope. If you miss Biafra, you miss even the air you breathe to live. That is what Biafra stands for. If you don't know, who doesn't know should know it now. We have no choice. There is nothing to contemplate or do. No, you don't need to go praying if God signed. Nigeria was never the plans of, was never in the God's agenda. Nigeria was not Nigeria, excuse me. The God of Nigeria is Lord Lugard, not God Almighty. Lugard. That is why you see all this thing happening. If it is God Almighty that created Nigeria, by now something would have happened.
Says out reading really Southwest, get them, civilize them, show them how to behave, and also how to chat.
It's about the media quite clear, but I have to quote a media report now that's claiming that you're making efforts to secure the release of the students from Tegina, but that the bandits are adamant that they must have the ransom paid to them. It's been now reduced to 150 million, which goes back to my earlier point that they have tasted blood. They now want cash, the big bucks, essentially. Now, with your idea of amnesty for them and trying to conciliatory approach rather than an aggressive stance, how are we sure that when other disgruntled groups and factions, because let's face it, we've all been sorely provoked by the Nigerian state, when they see results happening for other people, who is to say that they don't start grabbing children themselves?
Okay, you see about the Islamia school, we have reached with them, trying to convince them, but you see, when the political atmosphere is not encouraging peace, when you see the people who are supposed to be neutral, which is the government, is siding with because the ordinary heart.
The government should be neutral as they go about committing ethnic cleansing, committing mass murder, pushing people into IDP camp. The government should be, although they have been neutral, so all these ones we are singing is just Sira. The government is not doing anything to stopping this terrorist act, insurgents. No, because if they want to stop it today, they will rise up and stop it because they know where these terrorists are living. They know their houses.
Yes.
Don't forget that last year there was a man they went to kidnap. They kidnapped his children that were in the operation with. They caught his children that were carrying out terrorist activities with him, because once they are into this, both them, their children, their wife, all of them are in together. They move together. They do the business together. So they went, they caught the man escaped, they caught the man's children, about 3 children and the woman. And the man gave them order, under 24 hours, they should return his children and they should return the family. They have to pay a private jet to take them from Abuja to whether Borno or where, immediately. And they are here in Delta committing evil, committing all manner of atrocity in the name of whatever they call it. I don't know. Whatever they want to call it, let them call it.
Please, we have put the link of this program. We might not stay longer, like 30 minutes more. I don't know how long Google want us to stay. So just hit the link and come in. So if you have any contribution to make while the video is still playing. Thank you.
Man finds the vigilante as his natural enemy because they have been killing them through extrajudicial killings, lynching them, killing them in markets. So when they see a governor aligning himself with the vigilante groups, automatically they term the government as an enemy to them. So what we are saying is that government now should look at this as people fighting. It's either fighting between Fulani and the Hausa Fulani, Nupe Fulani, Yoruba. They should look at it that way, and they can really broker peace. They can come in the middle.
How can you look at it in a way that people are fighting?
Yeah, I said that they should look at it like two fighting. Terrorists, though, that are murdering, massacring people, raping children, kidnapping them.
How can it be two fighting? Somebody is in his community, he doesn't have any problem with you, he went to work and come back and retire in the evening. In the early hours of the morning, 3 a.m., you invade their community, you set fire on their houses, you kill as many as you can, you kidnap as many as you can, even kidnap chicken. And you say it's a two fighting. How is it two fighting? What is the reason for fighting? Did they offend you in any way? Do they have anything that belongs to you? What are you dragging? To fighting. No, it's Biafrans. You people should listen and hear him. It's for you to understand the level Nigeria has gotten to.
If there's assurances, I'm telling you, these people will release all their captives. Where they come, one of the herdsmen commanders stood and said, if this peace is serious, then they too, meaning the herdsmen, should all release all the captives, the thousands of captives in the bush. And when he said that, all the rest clapped for him, which we saw. So they are tired. They are tired of it. They are looking at it as a war. And you from outside and the government, you are looking at them as criminals. And they even told us, they say we are criminals. Well, we accept we are criminals, but they know what they are doing. Okay. So I think it's time to put a bridge and cross over and see where we can broker peace, release our captives. And they too, they are asking that we have a list of captives with the authorities. If they are released, we are going to release others.
Okay. I mean, thank you so much, Threatened-Gumi. I'm happy that you've been able to confirm to us that these bandits still see themselves as criminals, because initially you told us in the media not to call them criminals. So I'm happy you've been able to make that point clear. But Sheikh, I deliberately asked you a question earlier on, that where does your allegiance lie? And you said with Nigeria. Confirm for me, like some governors have been saying in the north. Hang on a minute, Sheikh.
Maze Amokamara, please, can you stop playing the music you are playing there, because it's reflecting here, it's disturbing. Thank you. Okay, you have the mic now. Maze Amokamara, you have the mic.
Now my senior brother be that too.
Ah.
Dede, with a mic. Hello, there, Chidi. There, Chika, sorry. There, Chika. Maybe network.
Maybe he's having network issues. Let's continue. When he's ready, we will know. He will join us.
Confirm for me, are all these bandits Nigerians? Because some governors are saying there are a lot of foreigners amongst them. And if you say your allegiance lies with Nigerians, and it is true that there are some foreigners, not Nigerians, amongst them, then obviously it looks as though you are defending non-Nigerians against the sovereignty of Nigeria.
No, you see, I'm not an immigration officer to know who is a Nigerian or not by me looking at him.
Why are you not hearing me?
And
okay, we can hear you now.
Now okay. We can hear you now.
Yeah, Ugo, Anima just say, what about you? We can be in about Ugo self. We're going to do we want a lot of people are there to you, but he was give an more from Oregon, you know.
But I didn't show me, but I go studio with your face before. I didn't show them when I got no go with your face.
I didn't zero measure now.
No, but him they could not them talk, but I go before with your face.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but him, I think I hear no play back. Him na jowo, nde ekporo nwa ha Ohaneze ndị ochi na ndị am. Hofuma no ye ke she defend
No, they don't see it. How we came here?
Because all they want me when I'm working on it. Even in the refine had a tali broken out. Like I said, the one I just that would read only Bokita Joya. Hey, give him out to Haisha Jundi, Juju, Haishino, this man. Why can't they ask this man the way they ask people from our place question? How about especially Ebu face, what do you call the Ebuti, or what do you call that man? That idiot. Why can't you ask this man a question? Ebu face. Why can you demand again to this man a question? No, she will also ask you to eat or change you to all Bakashon, Demon gave Obidi Bakashon. Can you come out Bakashon to this man? Giving this man, he said they had a study between the bandits. Can you bring this man, Julia? Can you Ojawuna? Getting him a Hana Julia, okay. Can you get the IPO and send that Dami Babushua? Why actually send the Dami Babushua and then why? Why can't they ask this man that question? Why can't they ask this man that question? Very good stance. Eh? Hey, when you talk about this man, can you know the IPO blue flag? I should have Babushua, but they take a last, and then they have the one side. You know, only one man to Nigeria, Atumu. Every school. Aturu Kahama. Aturu Koyo will answer Nigeria, Kayam Mono one.
Onye si na shi South East, si na Nigeria ka yamma. Atụrụ, even atụrụ ka yamma eweta ya weta atụrụ ewere m atụrụ.
Honestly.
Onye ahụ wee
Honestly.
ezuzuwarị ebe eri adịghị na-eritela Nigeria ha amadị. Onye pụtara ọsị ka eji peace. Ndị na-eche ka ha eji peace, ha chọrọ peace. This man agwara gị na egbe ndị gọọmenti achọghị peace. Every time I na-ekwuferi. Mana this man ka ha na-ajụ ajụjụ kịta. This man mee ma Rufai ma nna ya ukwu ma ke nwaanyị ọnọ ga ahụ na-ekwuferi eri echile ahịa awa onye Igbo. Na-ezuzugharịga mgbe ọbụla ụlọ ọkpọ nna ndị ọnọ na-akpọ Simon ọnọ na-ekwuferi nonsense. Ya lee this man ya jụọ ya ajụjụ kịta. Jụọ ya ka Israel na-agbagbuchi ndị South East achọ ime ndị nke ejiri agbagbuchi ala na Delta mgbe eji gbagbu ha ebukuru ụzọ jụọ ajụjụ mana ka ndị ekele ebu ụzọ jụọ ajụjụ ọnwụ ga-egbu ha ofu agba eluigwe ga-agbagwo ndị ha niile adachi anwụchi ọnwụ ga-akpọ ha ihu one by one ga ha ghara dọrọ na that particular radio station na-ekwu nonsense on TV station ọnwụ ga-egbu ha echi ọnwụ ga-akpọ ha okwu eluigwe ga-adị n'ụra ala ga-adị n'ụra nonsense. Thank you, my dear brothers. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, Dozier.
We go 247. I'm making it. Pastor Mama, I'm greeting you people for doing all this. Spending your time, to propagate about the deliberation, and actually what happened is this, I don't know, this is not gonna change, until we start telling ourselves the truth. These Fulani people we are calling Nigerians, Fulani are not Nigerians. Fulani has no place in Nigeria. Tell me where is which state is their state? Which state is their state? Not it's not their content. These people are migrants. They don't have any place. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, and every time we keep on saying they release.
That is the question they have asked him now, and I am waiting for him to answer. I want him to answer that question. Let me see what he wants to answer in that question, because I get him. I get him for how I want to catch him now. He will lie, but
because if you had him, he said Lupe Fulani, Hausa Fulani. He wanted to stay. West Yoruba Fulani, but he just hold he just hold himself. They don't have any place. And another thing is that when we say that some of the bandits are in captive, no single Boko Haram is in cell.
No.
All the people you see they are saying they release is the people they are bringing from outside Nigeria. That's the people they are just training and bring them down. They said they repented to Boko Haram. This is what they are doing. Yeah. So anyway, I thank you guys. I understand what's going on there, but the point is that I pity our own Igbo people, and even this. Let me put it this way: the Southerners, even the Middle Belters, that don't want to rise up and call a spade a spade. Yeah, when I see some of our Igbo people talking about one Nigeria, I don't know if something is wrong with our people. Yeah, when he say anything about when he talk about Biafra, they will get upset. Yes. Well, let's see how it goes. But so long we are out, to get Biafra, we gotta get the Biafra. And the Biafra is here already. So thank you guys very much. Continue. I'm at work, so that's why I don't normally appear in this thing. Mostly, even during the fundraising, you see that I don't bring my video on. Yeah, I'm always at work. I'm always working in the night. So that's the problem.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's your voice that is important. It's not your face. Even the time now, I'm outside because where I'm working, there's too much noise. You see, I'm outside. I just came outside, because it's a little less busy now. That's why. Yeah, but we're solidly behind you guys. Yeah, Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Quickly, let's hear what he responds to the question.
Then obviously, it looks as though you are defending non-Nigerians against the sovereignty of Nigeria.
No, you see, I'm not an immigration officer to know who is a Nigerian or not by mere looking at him. And I'm not trained to identify Nigerians from non-Nigerians. But the people we saw in the bush are Nigerians. In fact, most of the times, their cousins, one of them, even his own father was there. So, to us, they are Nigerians. And what I said, I am for Nigeria and for the truth and for the justice. I don't accept extrajudicial killings, whether from the military, whether from the government, whether from the bandits, whether from any Nigerian. I don't accept that. We want peace in this nation. We want the rule of law. We want everything to go through the law process.
Sorry. He said to them, they are Nigerians. To them, they are Nigerians. To them. But I want to show you something now. Let's know who these Funanis are. You will find out. Listen to this.
House of Representatives, to also thank Mr. President for his support, and we need a lot of collaboration with both the local communities, the presidency, and even the state. We are looking at two options. First is non-kinetic. As a government, we have put in machineries to start talking to the bandits, the other elements that are not in tandem with living peacefully. So as a government, we've created a Ministry of Nomadic and Pastoral Affairs to look at the issues of the Fulani headsmen. You need to understand that Niger State has the largest congregation in the world of Fulani headsmen. Niger State is 8.3 million hectares of land with bodies of water. The pastoral environment is very good for grazing. A lot of Fulani across the world, not just Africa, converge in Niger State. So we don't want them to leave. So we don't want any major military activities. We want to talk to them. But if we don't get to that,
I believe it is clear. Funanis from all over the world converge in Niger State. And in Niger State, you have the greatest number of Funanis all over the world. And anywhere Fulani is located is Fulani. It doesn't matter whether it's Fulani from Saudi Arabia, Fulani from Hamas, Fulani from Afghanistan. Fulani is Fulani. If you listen to the full conversation of this man, but it is long, we cannot listen to them now to find out because it's a long interview. But I want us to know that Gumi knows what he's saying. That was why he said, to us, they are Nigerians. He don't want to tell you that they are not Nigerians.
And he first of all told you that he is not an immigration officer. I am not an immigration officer. But at the same time, people that you have not yet certified, you have concluded that they are Nigerians. And yet you are not an immigration officer.
No, it's for people to understand what is really going on, because all of them, you see, all the Funanis you see, no single one was, no, excuse me, no single one of them was indigenous. They all trooped in or sneaked in. Okay, make we see Miracle. Miracle, you are welcome. Miracle, can you hear me? Okay. Wachuku, can you hear me? Like they're having some network challenges. Wachuku, can you hear me? Okay. Okay, Miracle is here. Miracle, you have the mic.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Right. I think there is something we Biafrans are really missing here. But I believe some of us have the idea. What the Fulanis are doing.
His network is bad, really, really bad. Okay. Wachuku, are you there? Okay. Easy, can you hear me?
Oh, yes. Can you hear me? Am I coming out?
Yeah, you're coming out. You have the mic.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, I want to appreciate you people for your tireless efforts. Sometimes I'm because na ihane madirizi no dalo. You see, this Gumi you see here is a big time liar. He speaks from both sides of his mouth. It is this same Gumi that said that Fulanese feel that their land existence is being threatened, and so they invite their brothers from all over the world, wherever they are, to come and fight with them, that they are in an ethnic war, in a tribal war. It is this same Gumi that is now telling us here that he doesn't know whether those people are Nigerians or not Nigerians. So when he was saying that they were inviting their brothers, where were those their brothers coming from? I mean, these guys can lie through their teeth. Fulani can lie a lot.
Maze, easy. Don't be offended. You reminded me something. Let me play this video you talked about now. Let me bring the video.
Okay, good.
Let me bring it.
They are physique and everything, they are Fulanis.
Of Nigerian extraction.
Oh, you know, they're Nigerians, no doubt about that.
They are Nigerians.
Yes, in fact, some of them have parents in the town.
So why, for those who say some of these criminal elements are non-Nigerians who move through the ECOWAS territory into Nigeria, is that true?
What happened is, you see, as I've said now, we are having an ethnic war.
Ethnic war.
The Fulani nomadic his existence is threatened. So what they do is, when they have the war, they call other Fulani from other countries, irrespective of where they are. Fulani.
This is my country.
Good.
Magic, easy, continue.
That is the same Gumi for you. These people, lying is their second name. Now, you see the governor of Niger State. It's just unfortunate. Now, this man said that they have two options for these terrorists. And he said, number one, the very first one he mentioned was non-kinetic, which means they are not going to send military there, even when they know that those guys are terrorists. But it is only when they come to the south that the first option will be to send military to go and start killing people. And they tell you that that's how to make peace. So now there are two ways to make peace in Nigeria. To make peace in the north, you use the non-kinetic, you pamper the terrorists, you give them food, you accommodate them, you give them sponsorship and all that to go to school, and you reintegrate them into the society. But when it comes to making peace in the south, you send the army and tell them, shoot aside. And where it pains me is that our so-called elders and political elites, they have not learned their lesson from this. They are the first people that will come out and tell you, kill the IPOB members, kill all these agitators and all that, so that we can have peace. And ever since they started killing all these people, where is the peace? And this man finished his statement without even mentioning the second option. So people, our people should begin to learn. They should begin to learn that our own is our own. We should be proud of our own and protect our own, because in Nigeria, everybody protects their own. I don't know how much we are going to shout it, but you people are doing a good job. Maybe as you keep on exposing all these things, little by little, it will begin to sink into people's subconsciousness. Thank you very much. Let me not take much of your time, but I just have one request, because there is something I want to say which is very sensitive. Who can I send a voice note to?
Voice note for what?
Yeah, there is an issue I want to talk about, but it's too sensitive.
No, since it is sensitive, no need of Bam. Let him send it to you.
Okay, you have my number now.
Yeah, the one that ends with, I think, 3351 or something. The WhatsApp.
Yes, one that ends with 21.
Okay, yeah. So I will send it with a German number, and yeah. So when you see it, you just go to it and see my opinion there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. Easy. Okay, Miracle, you can conclude with your this submission.
All right. Yeah. Somehow, let me just continue, not from where I stopped, but let me continue from the top again. I think you guys are hearing me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this Fulani, whatever, they are playing with us. Reason is because they have overcome Nigeria. They have overtaken Nigeria power and authority, which is the military. What they are doing when they were like, okay, 1,000 something kidnappers and herdsmen and ISWAP has been discharged and reintegrated to the society. Of course, you know they are not reintegrating them to any society. They are integrating them to either army, air force, police, custom, and what have you. This is a mind, a play of mind. They are playing with us. All the people that are from the southeast, southwest, they are not integrating them anywhere, but they are only integrating their terrorist people. What does that mean to us? As they continue to overcome and dominate Nigerian power, which is the military, that is how they want to continue. I want us to understand this and let Nigerians, the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, understand this, especially those from the west, from the southeast and south. Let them understand this, that these people want to take over completely the armed forces of Nigeria. That is why they are intentionally sending them to become terrorists.
Your network is hanging.
Yeah, your network is not good. What you do is this: go out. When you are coming back, go out entirely. Go out. You just log out and come in again. When you are coming in, click the link. You have to accept the camera. You have to accept the microphone. If you don't accept them, you will not be able to use them here. So Mazerafu should be rounded up. Make we go back.
Yes. Let's see.
Let's just see if he's coming.
If he will be able to come back, yes. If you come back. And Biafrans, okay.
Mazi Miracle, just use the next 1 minute and summarize your round up your call.
Okay, so fine and good. The next 1 minute, I want us to know that they are playing a mind game with us. They want to take over the entire armed forces of Nigeria. That is why they're integrating them. Let us have that at the back of our mind as we continue this very struggle we are playing here. So whatever they do, we are going to stand against them, even though that the people who think that they are the governors and president of Nigeria doesn't know what I'm saying now, but exactly that is what is going on. And as much as we know the truth, we are going to combat it and we are going to overcome. Thank you, Bam 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 and 247. I appreciate what you guys are doing, and we will continue to go forward until Biafra shines up here. It's already shining, and we are there already. Thank you, and God bless you.
He said, what Chukwuchi does there, I will advise you, use just microphone and forget the video. If your microphone permits you to talk, you use it. If it doesn't permit you to talk, well, it will be next time. But meanwhile, before you be able to come in, Biafrans, we have done well this evening. I salute all of you. I greet all of you with love. I want you to remember that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, anywhere he is getting what is going on in clear, full picture. And that is what has been keeping him moving. So we must continue what we are doing, and we must encourage our Prime Minister by doing the needful. Those that are doing whatever you are doing, double it. At this time, by the time you listen to this broadcast or this exposition or whatever it is this evening, you will understand that there is no way any human being reasons will listen to Gumi. There is no interview or no speech of Gumi you will listen and you will not go crazy. It's only fools that will listen to him and they still want to remain a Nigerian. We are going home. So I will say thank you so much and a good night. Mazivamba Mamaya, close the program for us.
Until we reach our home. Until we reach Biafra. We will never stop our journey. Halfway until we reach our home, until we reach our home, until we reach our home, until we reach our home. We will never stop our journey halfway
until we reach our home.
That is all I have to say.
Papa, we could do well if we start church, you. But I may go the home money.
Hey, Nigeria, I'm telling you, Biafra have come to stay and we move. May God bless our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless our Prime Minister, Odogwu Simon Ekpa. May God bless our men and our warriors on ground. Igwe Butuso, Igwe Gidigbam, and all the angels on ground. Chukwu Kabiama bless you all and make you formidable. He say.
So Biafrans, Yamara ini lemano. Bye no.
Go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making and you must listen to him. Very, very important.